Wow, look how high up we are. And these nice butt pillows. Mine's leaned too far forward, I think. Because I also have a butt blanket. Hello everyone, welcome back to Foster the Meeple, a channel all about
board games and board gamey things.
Exactly. We're back again with another Reviewapalooza because we had so much fun doing the last one, and believe it or not, we still have a butt ton of review games that we need to get through. So we're like, well, we're having a game day anyway, so we may as well bring you along because it seems like some people enjoyed it.
Yep.
And we enjoyed it. Honestly, it's fun to do. So, like last time, we're just gonna go through some of our review games. We've got a couple of chunkier ones to get through this weekend. So, we might not have as many as last time, but I'm excited for the ones that we're doing.
And just a quick heads up, like this is a very much first impressions type style. So
of course,
use that context how you would like.
Yeah, this is the first time, like for some of these games, we're gonna be literally like learning as we go, all of that good stuff. So join us along.
Should we talk about what's already set up?
Yes. So the first game that we're gonna be playing is called Sea of Thieves Voyage of Legends, and this is from Steamforge Games.
It is, yep. It's based on a popular PC game.
Oh, I don't know anything about anything, but I was gonna say some of the artwork looks like a video game.
I think I downloaded it.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a pirate game. Set sail for adventure and race to become pirate legends. You're a freaking legend.
Yep. So this is very much a adventure style game with, I think the key mechanisms are somewhat like, not necessarily pick up and deliver, but you're gonna go to places, you're gonna explore islands, you're gonna fight bad guys, you're gonna upgrade your ships. So we start with 2 sloops, those can be upgraded to galleons. You can recruit new crew members. You're basically going around looking for loot to essentially increase your reputation. So doing things is going to increase your reputation as a pirate crew. And then reputation is victory points. Whoever has the most reputation at the end of the game wins. So yeah, that's basically it. There's a loot, there's some bag pulling, there's loot bags, there's treasure bags, there's event decks, fortune decks, there's instant things. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on, but the best way to think of it is like a sprawling piratey adventure game.
Facts. And there's reference cards, thank God.
Yes, there are reference cards. That's the basic premise. Each of us have our little like ship boards here for our 2 sloops, which includes our holds. So our ships can basically hold as much loot as we can get. There's crew spots, so the smaller ships can only have a certain amount of crew. As that increases in ship size, you can have more crew. And then we have what's essentially a water level, and that's what we're utilizing in order to designate our like damage. So the more damage we take, the more water we're bringing on because our ship's damaged, and eventually you can't sink, I believe. So yeah, that's it.
I'll take Bombarder Betty.
Okay, and then I'm actually going to plunder and fight the skeleton.
Well, I'll just do a full sail. Oh, or I won't. Or how about I don't, because I failed.
You can do stuff to reroll. You can get rid of fortune cards to reroll.
Fine. So, chattering hordes. Roll a random sea tile.
So roll a die. Re-roll it, because 1 and 2 doesn't matter in our game.
Fine.
Okay. So if you don't get rid of all those skeletons. they will damage you back, basically, is what I'm trying to tell you. You can do that.
But I'll do it. What's life without a little risk?
I'm going to open fire on you. So that's 3 successes.
I would like to return fire.
Okay.
Just water level per damage token. Reach the top, it sinks. If a ship sinks, discard its special crew, abandon its voyage, doesn't have one. Place its cargo in its current hex. Remove the ship's standee. And that's it. Don't take my stuff, okay?
So that's 3 successes. So I'll haul all of these.
How? Since when do you roll 6s?
Right now, apparently.
How annoying. Oh yeah, look.
Yeah. If this if this ship defeats a skeleton, place a progress token on this card.
Sheep.
Good?
Yeah?
All right, I'm gonna activate this loop to move 2 with both of my crew.
Okay, so we are done playing Sea of Thieves Voyage of Legends. Jeffrey, what are your thoughts?
I liked it. I don't like how long it is.
Yeah, it took a long time.
I mean, granted, there's obviously this is our first time. There's some learning. There's some looking things up.
Yeah,
but
and that includes our learn, because we had to learn it before we played it.
It ramps in terms of like how much reputation you earn, but yeah, it plays pretty long. What does the box say? I'm curious.
It must be on the butt of the box.
It says 90 to 120 minutes, which
fair.
I think is, if you knew how to play, is fair. But I would suspect your first play of this is going to take 3+ hours.
Yeah, good. Especially if you have more than 2 players.
Yeah, like, you know, we're 2 hours-ish in.
Yeah.
So yeah, it plays long.
Yeah, but with that being said, I like it. I think it's fun, but it is just...
It's simplistic. Like,
But-
if this was like an hour-long game.
Yeah. Yes. I think you just need... I wish that you could get reputation
Quicker.
quicker. Yeah, it's a bit of a slow burn.
Very slow burn at the beginning, yeah.
I do like the sea monsters and stuff that come out, like the Megalodon, and
Yeah,
they
so
each work in different ways, like how they move.
The Kraken comes out after like a certain amount of timer. There's like Skeleton Fort. The Skeleton Ship didn't come out, but like, yeah, there's cool stuff.
Yeah.
And like, if you like the IP, because again, it's a video game, then I'm sure this is something that resonates with you. Like the special crew cards are cool. Like there's many turns where you get like 1 reputation.
Yeah.
And again, like the end game's triggered at 25 reputation.
Yeah.
So it takes a while.
That is Sea of Thieves. We're gonna pack it up and we're gonna pull something else out. And I said that really weird, but that's what we're gonna do. All right, Jeffrey, welcome to Ticket to Ride Paris.
Oh, they're buses.
Yeah, so we are going to be playing Ticket to Ride Paris next, which is a like smaller version of Ticket to Ride, obviously set in Paris. It takes like 10 to 15 minutes to play, and it plays pretty much just like regular Ticket to Ride, except, oh, and this was sent to us from Asmodee Canada, just so everybody knows. The biggest difference here is that when you complete like one of your destinations, you don't like reveal it and take the points until the end.
Okay.
It's not a train, it's all different types of transport, so boats and buses and all that stuff. But if you play out a route that's red, white, or blue, you keep one of those cards. just the first time. So if I did a red, I'd keep it. If I did a white, I'd keep one. If I did a blue, I'd keep one. You're creating the French flag. And when you get those 3 colors, you say, Happy Bastille Day, and you gain 4 points. Okay. It's just another way to gain 4 points.
Here.
Mm-hmm. Yep. The game is gonna end when you have 2 or less tokens.
Got it.
So just like regular Ticket to Ride, you are going to either keep both of your destination cards or you can choose to get rid of one. I'll keep them. I'm feeling confident. Why not? What cards did I even get? All right, I am going to lay a route right here. That was really annoying. Because you can't go into the second one.
Sure can't.
That's stupid.
Welcome to playing Ticket to Ride Mean. I'm red, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna punch your face. That's it. And then whoever has most points wins.
You don't get one for the longest train or anything?
No.
Oh, yeah, I definitely didn't win then.
So I have 11. 8, 9, 10, 11.
Yeah. I didn't spend enough time trying to get these.
You're just trying to block me off from the
That's
things
fun.
you thought I wanted to do. Yeah.
I like that little. It's like it's just. If you want to play Ticket to Ride
In 10 minutes.
in 10 minutes, you have that option now.
And it does have like, it doesn't have the longest line scoring. So it's just like, it's just taken away a couple of things.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The more I play Ticket to Ride, the more I'm like, yeah, this is a great game.
It is just such a good game.
I do miss. I do like having the longest train thing, but
Yeah.
like the map's so small.
Yeah.
Like pretty much all your train's always going to be one big train because
Yeah.
the map's so small.
So I think
I did like the set collection thing too. That was neat.
I like the set collection. I think I would never, like there's certain instances that I would pick this over regular Ticket to Ride. If I'm showing it to a brand new player and
Traveling, I think, is the only
traveling,
time I would.
and I think like if you had a
Outside.
cottage, I would probably leave this one at the cottage
Yeah.
and have the regular
Or like,
version at home.
I think this would be a good one to pull out outside too. 'Cause it's just compact. It's small.
Yeah, it's a small box. Yeah, definitely easy to travel with. And like I said, if you wanted to introduce somebody to Ticket to Ride,
Yeah.
to be like, oh, let's see if you enjoy this game. Let's set it up and play this 15-minute version.
Yeah.
But I obviously prefer the original. And I
Yeah.
prefer,
This is a specific, like, there's a specific instance of when you would want to pull this out. Like,
Yeah.
if you don't like TTR, this isn't going to
no.
change that.
No, because it doesn't really add anything besides that little set collection.
Yeah.
I still think Nordic countries is my favorite.
I would agree.
We played
I did
Poland,
like
was
Europe.
good.
Europe was good.
Europe is good because Europe has the like train stations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you connect the two areas and stuff.
Yeah. So, anyways,
Yeah.
it's
If
good.
you like TTR and you want to play a very quick, light version of that game,
now you can.
This is the one.
Bada bing. All right, we're gonna pick a new game and we'll BRB. All right, so next up we have Yokai Sketch from Devere, and this one was sent to us from Devere. Shout out to them. So this game, Jeff is going to explain, but I think it's in, I wanted to say that it was in the like Bitoku, like line of games, you know what I mean? Like that world, I think it is, but Jeffrey?
Sure. So you'll notice there's kind of like a stack of cards in front of us with numbers on them. Essentially what we're doing is playing out these cards from our hand corresponding to the color of stack. So if I played this card, I can play it for blue or purple, and I'm gonna play it on my side corresponding with that color. So let's say it was like this. If at any point the number on this card, in this instance it's a 4, if there are 4 total cards on both sides, The person that has more cards on either side takes this card. And this is like essentially, effectively a scorecard at the end of the game. So let's just say, for example, I had 3 and Jamie had 1. I would take the 4 and add it to my score pile. Jamie's 1 card is going to stay on her side for the next yokai card that's underneath. I have to remove all of mine, and then whatever is below will be the next number of cards that has to be hit in the threshold in order to activate the scorecard and take it to your score pile. If it's ever tied, all of the cards get discarded. That card goes just to the bottom of the deck.
Runs away.
And then it runs away. Game ends when one of these piles is emptied.
Just one.
Yep, that's the game. Whoever has the most points at the end of the game wins. There are some special cards with symbols on them. One of them effectively lets you manipulate the card on someone's side to a different color, and the other one allows you to, you can take a card from the top of one of the yokai decks and add it to another pile. So I could take this yellow 7 and apply it to the purple 3, and now it's a purple 7.
Yeah.
So it just changes. Even though it's still a yellow, it's technically in the purple pile. It becomes a purple card.
Yes. Exciting stuff.
So gameplay is pretty straightforward. You draw a card and then you play a card. There are some limitations on how many cards you can have in your hand and that sort of thing, but pretty straightforward from that point of view.
Jeff's going first.
I'm gonna go first. When you have 4 cards total, you have to play a card out. If you have less than 4, you technically can pass. And that'll become important because the math, like if you're forced to play something, then the math would be weird. But if you have less than 4 cards, you can pass.
Yeah. If I were to play all 4 of these with this, oh, no,
You can only play up to.
Yeah, never mind.
So you can play up to 3 cards.
That was a test. Good job, Jeff. A race for the yellows. So it begins.
Here comes the math games.
Yeah. Cool, Jeff. Cool, Jeff. I'll stay. That's risky, Biscuit.
Sure is.
Shoot.
Do this. So that'll trigger this.
I roll.
So I'll take the 6. Pass.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Pass.
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 That was a good turn. Wasn't it, Jeff?
Jamie always needs me to tell her when she does good things.
I like positive affirmation.
It's like this weird brag.
I like positive affirmation.
Which is weird when we're playing a competitive. Do you know what I mean? I need positive affirmation when I'm beating you.
I did good though, didn't I?
That's so annoying.
That was a good turn, wasn't it, Jeff? Oh, Jeff. I get it.
Okay, I don't want to play there.
I was like, go do it. I dare you.
I bet.
Okay, so it ends immediately.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome. 40.
41.
No, you don't.
Woo!
I like that game.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a 2-player only game, so
I like little card duelers.
small box card game.
Yeah.
It's
There's
basically like a lane battler.
There's lots of games like that do that system.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, what's that one I'm thinking of? Rift Force.
Yeah.
Shot and Totten.
Shot and Totten, exactly. But this is almost like a bit of a simpler version
Way
of those
simpler,
because
yeah.
there's only 2 special cards that, like 2 special symbols.
The
I
only
should
thing,
say.
the only like thing knock on it for me was I was getting annoyed trying to fit the cards
underneath.
underneath, but I mean, it's also like part of that reason's our tables.
And it has Vincent Dutrait art, so what's not to love about that?
Yeah, no, that was good.
Yeah.
I like that.
Great, 20-minute card game. Devere can't miss. Name a Devere game that's not good. I'd triple dog dare you. We are playing Circus Flip, which doesn't have a box, it has a bag. Okay, this is from ELO and it was sent to us from Flat River Group. So basically this is just like a quick 15-minute game where we are trying to be the first person to collect 3 pieces of the circus poster. In order to collect a piece of the poster, you need to get 3 of the same characters in a row adjacent to each other in this circle. So on your turn, you take 2 actions. You can either swap 2 adjacent tokens, flip 1 token over, or activate a lightning ability of a face-up character. 3 of the characters have lightning abilities, and 2 of them have 3 have ongoing abilities, which we can just kind of, I don't know, explain kind of as they go. But that's basically how it works. They have special abilities, and we're just going to be moving and flipping these little chips until someone collects 3. Now, if each of us have 2 poster pieces, then there is a 3rd way that we can win the game, which is having all 5 of the clowns face up. There's also these applause tokens that we can spend to take extra actions or to steal them or get rid of them from other players. That's the game. Very simple.
You can also use them to look at the back of a token.
Right. Oh, sorry, the clown special ability. If you create or add to a group of at least 2 clown tokens, take 1 applause or make an opponent lose 1. That's how that works. All right, so I'm going first because Jeff starts with an applause token. I'm going to flip a token.
Spicy.
And then for my second action, I will flip a token. Dang, I thought maybe. Because the clowns, it could be any of them. All right, that's my 2 actions.
I'm going to flip a token over.
That was really stupid. That was really stupid.
You flipped both of those.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
That was really stupid.
Are you
Yoink.
kidding me?
So I got the fortune teller.
What dumb luck.
That was very dumb luck. Well, I made a stupid move, so I had to redeem myself.
This is tough, man.
Yeah. Are you done?
No.
Oh.
I still have 1 action.
I'm gonna flip. I'm an idiot. I keep doing
Yeah,
that.
I'm gonna be so bad at this because this is a big memory piece.
It is. Was it a clown?
Yeah.
Don't I know
Actually,
it?
I'm not telling you.
I don't know now. It's all messed up.
I have 2 actions left.
Yes.
I think I got it. I'm gonna swap these 2.
Okay.
I'm gonna flip this.
Yeah. Okay, so Jeff got the acrobat.
Deduction!
Deduction. And then I'll flip this.
Break.
Why can't I remember anything ever? Stop doing that.
All I'm doing in this instance is helping you.
Maybe.
Ah! Flip.
Rats. So now we're fighting.
Yep.
So either one of us has to get the 3 ladies and she can't be affected by...
Or we have to flip up 5 clowns.
Oh, I've got her. It's my turn, right? Swap. Swap.
No. Yes.
All right, so that was Flip
That's fun.
Circus. Yeah, it's a fun little game. This would be a great little travel game. Perfect in
This
a
is
little
a great
pouch.
con game.
Yeah.
If you had 2 players.
Yeah, you can only play with 2 players. But I do think it's like, oh, if you've got like 15 minutes, you just pull this out.
I really enjoyed that.
Same. Here, maybe put those in there. Yeah, I love just a little,
That was great.
little silly memory game.
Baby, the squirrel. Look at her ears.
I know, she always, I don't know what the point of it is, but she's always like,
It's funny because so what we're talking about is our cat is staring at a squirrel out by the bird feeder. And she gets right down with her ears back. But even if she had access, she wouldn't do anything.
She wouldn't do anything.
She would just stare at it.
Yeah. All right. We're back with a lightweight, quick pace, easy, simple game. We're going to be playing Arcs from Leader Games. This is our first time playing it. We're very excited, and this was sent to us from Leader Games, so shout out to them. Obviously, we're playing a 2-player variant of it, and this is our first time playing.
And we're not playing with the leaders and lore.
No, because it's our first game. We're just basic.
Straight up base.
We do them basic, okay? So, I'm going to give the most general overview of this game. Jeff and I are playing as different factions, we'll call them, and we are essentially going to be playing this game over 5 rounds during the, chapters. During each chapter, we're going to be playing out cards from our hand that are going to let us take a variety of actions. Those actions are everything from like building to fighting to doing a bunch of different stuff, okay? We're going to do that, and then we're going to resolve. We're getting points. We're taking each other captive. We're building cities. We are building ships. We are traveling through space.
Yeah, it's a very conflict-heavy game.
Yes.
It encourages conflict. It encourages
interaction,
battling, raiding other people's stuff, basically to get resources and trophies and captives in order to then score the ambitions at the end of the rounds.
Yes, the ambitions are kind of like the biggest way to get points, essentially. So just very quickly, the leader is going to play out a card. The next person will play out another card. The cards are what tell you what actions you can do, and then there's like you can spend resources to do other additional actions.
I just want to, for clarity's sake, because I know a lot of people are super interested in this game.
Yeah, that's true.
But just to be clear, like there is, I know that there's been a lot of chat about like the trick-taking element of this, but it's more so like suit interaction than trick-taking.
Totally.
Where at least at the base, I don't know how the leaders and lore changes anything. But at this level, like there's certain color of cards that allow you to do certain things.
Yeah.
Depending on if you decide to copy that suit, that color will change the way things interact.
Yes.
Basically is what I'm trying to say here.
Sure. So we'll just get into it and we'll kind of chat about what we're doing as we do it. Obviously, we're not going to show the whole gameplay because we never do that in these videos, but if anything cool pops up,
we'll probably talk about this. I would like to talk about this game in a snapshot or something.
Snapshot, so, yeah, totally.
Because this is one of my most anticipated for sure.
Has been for a while. Okay, so Jeff has the initiative, so he's going to go first.
Yep.
As the second player in a 2-player game, I can choose to totally mulligan my hand, but I don't think I will do that. And it comes with really good reference player aid. And there's a great how to play from Meeple University if anybody needs a how to play. You have AP already?
Yeah.
Ruh-roh, Rorge.
AP!
And at this point, hi Albie, Jeff could also choose if he wanted to declare an ambition, but first round it feels silly. That feels silly, Jeff. I can choose to either surpass, copy, or pivot. And I actually think I need to pivot. What's the admin?
Oh, sorry, I didn't read.
Sorry.
I was looking at the art.
I'll place it there.
I figured that was gonna happen.
All right, so I can only do one action.
Yep. Do I want to be that aggressive?
Why not?
This early?
Let's fight.
Do I want to attack you this quickly?
Fight. I'll fight you. I'm not even scared.
Are you annoyed that I'm not playing out cards that let you surpass?
I can't.
This is an AP-inducing game for me.
Do you have ambition?
The problem is you're just a little bit too far away.
I'm over here. Why don't you come on over? I feel like we're on opposite sides of the planet being like, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
You put 4 out, so clearly not.
How did you do it? What did you do?
I had 4 actions.
Oh, shoot.
I taxed once and put 3 out.
How many do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? And then I only have 3, so I could only tie
You can tie me.
Oh, that's
You gotta watch this lady, eh?
I got confused. Ah, boring.
Do it. Tie me. Wuss. Tax that one, sucker. Jamie's recognizing she might have messed up. I'm gonna pivot.
Pivot. Okay.
You got ambition, Bob. Or I mean, whatever it's called. Initiative.
Oh my god.
Or not secure. Aggression. I'm going to declare ambition on empath.
Okay.
And then I'm going to secure for one of my actions.
Very annoying. All right. I might launch myself at you and fight you.
That's why I wasn't attacking you. I thought I had to drop off.
All right. So I have to stop there because I've run
Yeah.
into you. So that was 1. And now I might fight you.
Let's do it.
So nothing happens on that one, but basically we're each damaged. Cool. Why? Oh, you had a 0.
Could destroy itself
Right.
effectively.
But it didn't. Doink.
What a load of shit that was.
That's my trophy for me. Trophy for me. That was 1.
Friggin' frig bags.
All right, Jeff. What am I doing?
Dunno.
Good question.
Oh.
Don't worry about it, sweetheart. That's it. That's the end of the round. All right. Now we're going to score ambition, starting with Tycoon. So have the most fuel material icons from the resources and guild cards. So your cards count as well, just so you know. So obviously I have the most. So I will score, like, yeah, obviously.
This is a great game.
This is a great game.
This is a great.
Good together.
I mean, to be fair, you had them and then you didn't.
I will battle again for my 3rd. Okay, so damaged. I have to do that first. Then we do intercept.
Yeah, it's real bad for you.
Oh, poop. That sucks. If you rolled any number, the defender intercepts you. Hit any of your attacking ships once per. No!
Per fresh defending ship.
Oh, fresh.
This can only happen once per battle.
You're not fresh.
No, I'm not fresh. God, you crushed me.
All right, let's just
I
make
was
sure.
just starting to get going.
You didn't even get to.
Well, do you know what really sucked?
What?
That card.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have any way to tax to get that. I didn't own any of those spaces
No.
to tax it away from you.
Nope, sure didn't. Game ends if any player has 33 power. If the game ends, the player with the most power is the winner.
Yeah, so it's like group. So what I was trying to do
Yeah.
was get here so that I could raid you to get rid of that. But
Oh,
it was
yeah.
just way too late.
Yep.
Great game.
Okay, let's do our little review. So that's Arcs. We had been playing for an hour, so we turned the cameras off, and we were like, "Oh, we'll turn it back on for chapter 5," and
Jamie
then just
crushed
realized
the last round.
that I was, yeah. So basically,
Yeah, you scored
a
9.
lot. I was being sneaky.
17 points on that last.
I knew you only had 2 empaths, and remember
Yeah.
we were like, we don't care about these cards, but it gives you an empath. So I got that, and I was loading up on the keeper. So I just scored a bunch of points in the last round.
So it ended 34-20.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I want to acknowledge my bias of leader games. I love Root's my favorite game of all time.
Yeah.
Vast is in my top 5.
Yes, we
Ahoy is
love Vast.
fantastic.
Yes. Fort is amazing.
I'm so excited to play more of this game.
Yeah, so here's like...
I want to play with the asymmetrical
Yes,
leaders.
so we just played base. And obviously, like, I really enjoy leader games as well.
I'm
like,
shocked you like. This is very area control-y, which normally isn't
Yeah.
your cup of tea. Not area control, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's very fighty. Yeah.
I think there's a few things. This was very easy to learn and understand. The actions themselves are very simplistic, but it has a ton of strategy, like a ton of strategy.
Easy to learn, hard to master.
Exactly. I would definitely say that I'm very excited to play this with more players. Because there would be more fighting.
Yeah, I was chatting with Sam over at Lord of the Board.
Go check him out.
While we were playing, and I think he said something that was very accurate. There's Root on one end of the scale, which is not super accessible. It takes a lot of patience and time to play that game and get used to all the factions, and it's a lifestyle game, realistically. Then there's something like Ahoy, which is pretty easy to get set up and play and whatever. And I think this fits kind of in between those two. And that's what I agree. That's what he said. He's like he thinks this fits in between that spectrum, and I would agree with him. I don't know how much complexity the leaders and lore adds.
Yeah, it adds some asymmetry though. So we do know that. Which
I mean, this was
it was great.
I understand why. I mean, there's all of these narratives that exist with YouTube content. It's like positive reviews is just people being shills and blah blah blah. I don't subscribe to that crap. We just like games, and this game is absolutely phenomenal. I know some people are like, it's getting too much hype, and people are questioning that. In my head, I'm like, well, maybe it is just that good.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, it is. I'm not shocked by the positivity it's getting because it's a phenomenal friggin' game. Yeah. And I just had a blast playing it.
And so it does play 60 to 120 minutes. I think we probably played for like 90 minutes.
Yeah, but I was getting up to get some food.
Yeah. We didn't play like straight time.
I had a bit of AP to start.
But I think the reason why I'm bringing that up, because the very first game that we played, we're like, oh my God, like it's playing for so long, but like this didn't feel long. So if that makes any sense, like the whole time I was engaged because you're always paying attention to what the other person is doing.
Yeah, and I think after like your first 2 chapters or rounds, everything starts to click, and then it's like, oh, this is actually pretty straightforward.
Yeah. I really hope they make an app.
Yeah, the complexity of this, I think initially what's going to happen is you're going to set it up and be like, whoa, this is a lot. But then when you sit down and play it and you understand the actions are very simplistic and they're all like literally on the player aid or on the card, and it's really simple because it's like move, attack, which is just pick your dice and roll them.
Yep. Build, like these are
There's basic. A lot of stuff you can do, but it's all really straightforward.
Yeah.
And I think
and the cards are really cool.
I think after a couple chapters, you'll be humming along.
Yeah, and like I said, I just really want to play it at a higher player count because we were kind of like, we were defending our areas and only attacking really in the gates instead of attacking buildings. So
I started to at the end, but I didn't have enough time.
No.
Jamie boosted her way to victory. 2 things I'll say
a lot of raiding.
On the flip side of this coin, AP inducing for sure.
Definitely.
And if you don't like aggression or people messing with you, probably one to avoid.
Yeah.
Because this game really champions attacking other people.
It's funner if you fight.
Yeah.
Like if you can just do whatever, but I don't know what the point of that is. Like
this game incentivizes attacking.
Yes.
So.
And this.
Yeah.
Everybody who makes reference cards, please look at this. This is a perfect.
Yeah.
We had to look at the rule book one time.
Yep.
Everything else we could find in the reference card. So.
Yeah.
Anyways,
yeah,
that is Arcs.
That was a great experience of a game.
Love. We, my friends, are on to RoboRally from Renegade Games, and this was sent to us for review. It feels like forever. This is a game by Richard Garfield. Did you know that?
I did, yeah.
We love robots, and we love rallying, so what's not to like about this game? Here we go. Jeffy, tell the people how it plays.
Sure. RoboRally is a programmatic race game where we are going to be traversing through treacherous map terrains through programmatic play. What I mean by that is we have a deck of programming cards that we are going to play in our 5 registers, which basically means, our 5 slots. And on our turns, we are going to activate those cards in order, one at a time. So in other programmatic games, normally you would resolve 1 to 5 and you would do all of the things in your system. This is a little bit different. You're going to do 1. Jamie's first player, so let's just say quickly. Jamie will go and do her register 1. I will do my register 1, and then we're going to activate board abilities and then robot abilities. So there's a system of play that exists in this game that's a little bit different than other programmatic games. But the basic premise of this is we're going to be playing cards in order and then doing those actions. So it's pretty straightforward. It'd be like move ahead, turn left, turn right, move backwards, that sort of thing. And our objective is to get to, in this, so we're playing the starter map, which is called Milk Run. We're trying to get to checkpoint 1. And as soon as we get to checkpoint 1, or as soon as someone ends a register on checkpoint 1, once we check for victory at the end of the registration, that person will win. But normally in other maps, there would be multiple of those checkpoints, and you have to achieve them in order. So if we were playing a map that had 1, 2, and 3 out, you would need to get to 1 first, get that checkpoint, go to 2, get to 3, and then you would win. The other thing that exists are upgrade cards, so we can get upgrades to add to our robots. Speaking of which, Jamie, who are you playing as?
I'm the hammer bot. And she's cute.
I am playing as Twonky.
Cute name.
And the game does come with painted little miniatures, and they are
cute,
adorable.
So cute.
Okay, so we have upgrade tokens. We can have 3 permanent upgrades at one time and 3 non-permanent or instant, I guess. And you might be like, well, how would that work? There's some instant abilities that kind of last for a round kind of deal, but just know we can have 3 of each. The other thing that you might notice is we have these little orange cubes. These are energy cubes, and that's basically currency in this game. So we're going to be spending energy to, 1 energy to maybe draw an upgrade card, or spending 2 energy to play out one of your upgrades to your robot. There's no amount or limitation of how many upgrade cards you can have in your hand. Okay, the other thing is damage. So as we move around, we can damage each other because our robots have inherent lasers.
Yeah, they go pew, pew, pew.
So during our board activation phase, we are going to be doing things that then will eventually lead to our robots shooting at full range across the board, as long as it doesn't hit a wall or another robot, our lasers. When damage is taken, it just dilutes your hand. You are not going to be able to discard damage cards from your hand. So it's just making your available choices a little bit less. Yeah. So you're always going to have 9 cards to pick for your 5 register actions. Damage is just going to dilute that. There's other different types of damage, like spam damage and all of these things that kind of interact differently with the board. But again, not a how to play, so let's not worry about it. Nah. This is going to be chaos.
Yeah. I don't take this with me.
One direction, yep.
Coming for it.
I'm pissed. All right, so nothing's gonna activate.
Conveyor belt.
Oh God.
Where are you going? What a twonk.
It's such a twonk. Actually, it's not that bad. So now we activate.
Yep.
So I'm gonna go, whoop. I'm gonna shoot you in the butt.
I don't like it.
All right, so you take a damage, I believe.
Uh-oh. Oh no. I'm gonna launch myself out.
Okay. Blue triggers.
Goodbye. Damn it. I didn't think it was 2. I was still thinking I was like green.
I'm gonna move 1.
Yeah, join me.
Okay. So, whoop. And then I'm gonna move 2.
I don't know. I can't visualize it in my... All right, me?
Yep.
Oh, sorry. I was going to spawn this way, so I can go 1, 2, 3.
Nice. All right, I'm going to U-turn. I'll do this.
Anything happening? No?
No.
I'm so stupid. I didn't think about not being turned the right way. I was just gonna go off the board again.
All right. I'm rotating left.
Yeah. Cool. Oh.
Nothing happens.
I'll move 2 again. I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna walk over there, but I wasn't.
Oh my
in the
God.
right direction.
Nothing happens. I'm gonna move 1. So you go.
Rotate.
Oh no, that's the end. So I'll move my checkpoint up 1. Yeah, it's over.
Okay. Shoot. So I was just thinking, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, and then I'll go 1, 2.
Well, you
like,
have to turn, Jamie.
I know. I put my turn down here. What'd you think?
Okay, so I wish we had played a little bit more of a difficult scenario, but this is like this would have been perfect for a kid to figure that. It's super fun.
It's like a little puzzle.
We've mentioned before we love like mechs versus minions, and we very much love programmatic games.
We do.
I very much want to try this with a more complex board.
Yes.
But yeah, it's super silly fun. Like
There's not enough programming games.
Yeah, I think like this one's pretty well known and beloved.
Oh, and there's a new one.
There's a Transformers one. I don't know if it's out yet or not, but
Gen Con, I don't know.
I think it was announced for Gen Con. Yeah, I mean, we love racing games.
We love racing
and we love programmatic games. And like, honestly, it's crazy these come painted. They're super cute.
Yeah.
And adorable.
I really like it.
Yeah,
I mean,
very
it's Richard
much,
Garfield. Yeah,
I very
where
much
you're not
liked
going to
it.
go wrong with him, honestly. He's such a good designer.
Yeah, again, had I known, I maybe would have gone the next step up. I will mention too, like, there's a ton of boards.
Yeah.
And actually pass them to me. I'll just kind of show people. So some of them can just be played like we did with one panel, but you can actually like combine these panels, and there's a whole there's a ton of courses in the rule book that you can use.
These ones have laser beams.
Yeah, there's like ones you pre-made ones. You can also just make your own.
Yeah.
That is a thing in the book that they advise you do. You just put them together and see who wins. Yeah, great game.
Very fun.
Yeah.
So, just like last time, we play games all the time. So we have a couple more that we didn't play today, but we wanted to give quick reviews on. The first one being Good Omens, also from Renegade Games, which was sent to us at the same time as RoboRally. So this is first of all, it's based on the TV show, the Amazon show Good Omens, which is based on a Neil Gaiman book.
Yep.
But basically, this game gives you like a mission that you have to do, and I think there's 9 different missions that you have to do, and then they're like battles. And so it's a card-based game, and it will tell you what you need to do, and essentially most of them revolve around like poker hands. Okay, so you might get like a task from somebody that's like, you need to complete this poker hand and this other person has to complete this poker hand, and then but you don't know what each other has. And it's almost like they're mini games, so each one is
I was gonna say it's like a collection of mini games.
Yes.
Some of them are dice, some of them are cards. Like
exactly.
There's like asymmetrical
character
abilities
that you can add that you don't have to. You can increase the difficulty by adding them. All of that good stuff. So what I would say is that the theme probably could have been anything, but because it's good Omens, if you don't know anything about the show, I don't know that I would.
Yeah, my thing was going to be like, this is if you like the show, then check it out. If you don't know the show, I don't know what is in here for you.
Yeah, I think because we've never seen the show. So this means nothing to us. The characters mean nothing to us. But I like the game itself. It's pretty simple. But like if you have somebody that you know that doesn't play board games that enjoys this show, it's very, like the rules are very straightforward, very simple. It plays really quickly. You can literally sit down and play through all 9 of the different battles. It says that. It's like, but you might not want to. You might want to break it up or whatever. So I think it's good for what it is, but if you don't like the show, it probably doesn't make sense for you.
If you like kind of just chucking some dice and playing some
poker hands,
and you like the theme, then check it out.
Like I said, for what it was, I thought it was fun.
Yep.
Yeah. Next up, we have Survive Until Daylight, and this is from Flyos. And this was not sent to us for review, but we just wanted to review it because we've had it for a while now. Did you want to explain this one?
So Survive Until Daylight, as you could probably suspect, is a cooperative card game where you're just trying to survive as long as you possibly can.
It's a zombie apocalypse.
It's a zombie apocalypse. The main mechanism of this game is you're going to have a pile of I can't remember what the cards are called, but you're going to have a deck of cards that you're going to be pulling cards from. And as you pull those, it could be a bunch of different things. It could be resources for you to build things to help you fight off monsters. It could be a weapon. It could be ammunition for your weapons. Like there's a bow, but maybe you need arrows, so some of those cards could be arrows.
It'd be like energy drinks to make you get extra action.
And ultimately what's going to happen as you search through that deck is you're going to pull a wave of monsters, zombies, etc. There's also like bystander cards, I think, that come up as well, which basically
survivors, I think they're called,
survivors or something, and they basically just become meat shields for you. But effectively, what you're trying to do is survive each new wave of monsters, zombies, etc., that are going to come out. And again, you're kind of randomly pulling cards, hoping that you have enough gear. You can trade. There's some action stuff that lets you mitigate and change those things around. But the core of this game is collecting items, building things in order to overcome and destroy, kill the monsters as they come up. So each monster is going to activate once during that wave. So you can survive a wave, but what happens is for all of those monsters that you didn't kill, they're getting added to the next wave of monsters. So it just gets increasingly more and more difficult.
Just like in a real zombie apocalypse.
And eventually you're going to probably die. Which is what happened to us. And that's fine. It's one of those games that like I don't think the objective is really necessarily like, can we beat this game? It's how far can we get in it. It was light. It was straightforward. I just don't know if this is a game particularly for me because the zombie theme has never been a thing I've been super into. Like, what's that show? Walking Dead. Has never been a thing. And there's other games that kind of hit this like co-op kind of like challenge for me that I'd rather play. But I feel like it's definitely up Jamie's aisle.
Yes.
Just
And-
wasn't. I enjoyed when I played it. Don't take it as not that. It's just the theme didn't really connect with me.
This is my kind of theme, and you can play it solo. And I honestly think
I think this is a better solo game.
it's probably a better solo game, and it scales. So just like in, you know, most solo games, if you play it co-op, then there's going to be more monsters that come out versus in a solo game.
And I think it plays up to
6.
Yeah,
1 to 6. And it's only a 30-minute game, and it's just, it is really challenging. And then, like, you have to, when you're going through that item deck, you're like, because there's asymmetrical characters. So everybody has a character, and each character has a special weapon. And both of our characters, Jeff had a bow, but he needed to collect arrows, and I had a gun that I needed to collect ammo. And if you don't collect that, then you're like, okay, well, what else can I use? And then you're also pulling extra, like, combat cards to see if you're either adding to your attack or whatever.
It's very thematic. I have to give it that. It's very thematic to what, like, a zombie apocalypse would be, like scrounging for resources to make things work. Like you can build traps and grenades and all of these things.
Yeah, and like
depending on like cards that you pull. Like if you get 3 of these specific items, you can then build a trap or a grenade. The other thing I'll mention too, I thought was actually really cool, is there's a bit of a decision space too, where if a wave card comes up, you actually get to choose. So you could technically be like, we're not ready for this wave right now, so I'm actually going to just take a straight up hit so that we can keep pulling cards. But the thing is that wave card then goes back into the remainder of the cards, gets shuffled in. So you could pull a wave card, be like, I'm going to take a damage so we can keep prepping.
Yeah.
And then you technically could pull it again immediately, which would suck. But yeah, it was enjoyable if you like that zombie theme.
Yeah. A game for me, maybe not necessarily for Jeff. Like, this is something that I would definitely pull out again during, like, Halloween season or whatever. And I think it's really cool because, like, all the different zombies, there's different, like, classes of zombies and there are different strengths and whatever. And it gets progressively more challenging as you go. But anyways.
And really great artwork. I very much enjoyed it.
And the rule book is funny.
Yeah.
However, it's not organized in the best way.
Yeah, it wasn't linear. It was kind of like, hey, I had to jump to this section and then to this section, and then I don't really know why publishers do that, but here we are.
Here we are. Anyways, that is Survive Until Daylight, and that is another Game Day mini Reviewapalooza. Me too. We love doing this because we get to play games that we need to cover, but they're also games that we want to play.
And I really like the first impression kind of like feel, because a lot of people want like this 6+ gameplay review. Does this stand the test of time? But let's be realistic. Let's be realistic. A lot of people are playing a game a handful of times. So first impressions are actually super important. Like, if I sit down and play a game and I'm very into it, I'm likely to return to it.
Yeah.
If like, I'm not that, then I'm not going to. So I don't know. I really like this format. I think we should probably keep doing it.
I think we should too. You guys let us know in the comments if you enjoy it. We'd love to know. But that is everything that we have for today. So thanks for hanging out and playing some games with us today. Thank you for watching. If you're interested in buying board games like any of the many we played today, you should first start by checking your friendly local gaming store. And for us, that is
the Boardroom Game Cafe.
Heck yeah, it is. And if you like what you see,
please subscribe.
We hope to see you again soon. And now we say goodbye. Goodbye.
There it is.
Are we checking dice in this or no? We don't need a dice tray. Oh, there is dice.
That looks like a lot of dice.
Hey, baby! Baby! Meow! Hopefully no one can see your dirty old pillow.
Jamie, leave my pillow alone. Ben and Sarah are going
to Gen Con?
And they were like, we might have just talked Antonio into joining us.
Nice. Takes a while. So, Jeffrey, welcome.
I didn't have my mic on.
Oh, you gotta put your mic on. Isn't this just like so cute?
It's very cute.
Yes, Jeff. Yes, chef. Doesn't exist. BRB.
You haven't played them all though.
Sure we have. Just kidding. Oops. That's not. Oh, you built that.
I built that.
Okay. Sorry, I don't know. I was like looking at the set. I'm like, oh no, did I put that out as an example? Albie? Albie. Come on. Oh, you're going, baby? Yeah? Go get your dinner. Go on. Go, go, everybody. It's on you. Okay, go. Go.
Oh, why am I talking to you? God.
Why am I talking to
we
you?